Hey there, in this tutorial I will walk you through the creation of this basic responsive demo. We'll start with a simple Angular app, easily set up using the Angular CLI. If you're unfamiliar with the process, check out the first video in the description for guidance. The demo has 4 stages. The first is what you are seeing right now. 5 boxes with a margin left and right of the whole block. If we reduce the width of the window, there will eventually be no margin left, which brings us to the second stage. When we squish the window further, we will reach the third stage, where the 3 middle boxes will stack above each other instead of side by side. This is of course what you would want on a smartphone. Now, if we keep on reducing the width, we will eventually reach the last stage. Here, the height of the top box is reduced and the blue box disappears. Before we start the actual demo, I will remove all the example code the Angular CLI has created. And I will also remove the 8 pixel margin on the body by editing the style.scss. Okay, now we will recreate the demo step by step. We start by creating 5 boxes with different colors. To get the 3 middle boxes in one row, we can group them together in a div. This div needs a class. For this tutorial, I will name this the middle box. The middle box gets the property of display flex in the app.component.scss file. Once the page has reloaded, we can see that the 3 middle boxes are now next to each other. As the next step, we change the width from 100 pixel to 100% on all the boxes. This doesn't look so far from the final project, but if we reduce the width, nothing happens. Display flex actually comes with a few other default values, one of which is flex direction. The default is row. If we add this to our middle box, we can see that nothing changes. Changing it to column, however, is what we want for smaller windows. To get flex direction row on big display and flex direction column on smaller displays, we can use a media query. A media query starts with @media followed by the device type, in this case all. The last part is a condition. The selectors inside this media query only take effect if the condition is met. So if we set the condition to max width 700, every selector inside will stop working at 701 pixel width. If we switch back the flex direction of our middle box to row and set it to column inside the media query, we get our desired outcome. But now we don't get margins on big screens. Since all the widths are 100%, all the boxes will stretch across the entire window. To fix this, we can give them a max width. Let's say 900 pixel for top and bottom and 300 for all the middle boxes. Well, that's half of what we want, I guess. To fix this, we can change another of Flexbox's default properties. Justify content. As you can see, the default is start. If we change it to center, the middle boxes will behave as we want, but top and bottom both still need the flex behavior. So we put another div around the top and the bottom box, naming them over and under box. The next problem is that once we drop the width below 700, we actually want the middle boxes to be wider than the 300 max width we gave them. So we have to change the max width of the middle boxes in our media query. To get the last stage, where the blue box disappears and the top box shrinks, we need to add another media query. This one triggers below 401 pixels. This looks pretty good, as long as we don't add any content. To get the blue box to resize to the size of the text, we can set the height to auto. Once we do that, the height of the black and red boxes doesn't change, so we also give them auto height. If we want empty boxes to stay when we reduce the window width, we can give them a minimum height. And that's it. Happy coding!